And sometimes in this housing market, we have people that come out that want something for nothing. We, for instance, Comfort, don't take what I would consider junk. So at this particular time, I felt a little bit played with. Hey, social media family, it's Kaylee here from Francis Comfort Mobile Homes LLC. I hope you guys are having a great New Year so far, being safe, being healthy, and making great informed decisions. Today's video is going to be a success story featuring a client in Apex, North Carolina. For privacy purposes, we're going to call the seller's family the Hernandez family. Hernandez family consists of a mom, a dad, and a daughter. Not originally from the United States, so their first language is not English. That's why the daughter is also included in this. The daughter is a young adult, and she is helping her family facilitate and coordinate this selling process of the home. So we got this lead from an independent SEO partnership that we have, and she reached out to our partnership reached out to us, and we spoke to Jasmine. Hernandez family wanted to sell this home because they had it and was written it out to a family member. However, the family member and them had a feud, and the family member left the house, not paying the lot rent, not paying this, not paying that, which left the Hernandez family having to sell one of their investment properties, essentially. Jasmine did send me pictures before I got to the property, so I had somewhat of a visual what I was looking at, although sometimes sellers send you old photos. So it's very, very important for us to get photos before we get there, but also get updated photos that one of our team members take, to verify what they sent matches what the physical home looks like. So once we got out to the property, we inspected. The parents were there as well. The home went through a cycle. They got it from a gentleman who remodeled the mobile home with housing material. So the flooring was very heavy. It had like that tile floor where most mobile homes have, plywood and, inexpensive material. This home had real house material. The home did not have a title, but being that it was in North Carolina, that's fine. You can sell with a bill of sale, a notarized bill of sale in North Carolina. But this house, due to it was in a lot of hands, and with mobile homes, it's very common for the paperwork not to be finalized to the DMV or through individuals always tend to make sure they do the tax portion in the county, but they may skip over the DMV process, or they may skip over other areas that is important for identification of the mobile home. Although you may not need a title, other identification for the mobile home is still very important. Shall you want to sell in the future? That was a big hurdle. We have one hurdle, housing material in a mobile home. Second hurdle, we have missing identification paperwork for this home. The home was sold to the Hernandez family, not quite with the bill of sale, because it was more, they did more of like a trade. So paid for the mobile home with a trade of a car as well as some cash. And that was in the letter, and it was notarized. They never did a bill of sale. They never transferred the taxes, notifying the county that they are the new owners of this home. That was the third hurdle, because the other family that was involved in this is Shane and his wife. So essentially, yes, we're only dealing with the Hernandez family, but I had to end up calling Shane and his wife to verify a couple of things, such as the moving of the mobile home. That was very important. I'm glad I talked to Shane because he's the one that did the remodel. So it was a lot of moving pieces with this mobile home. And we haven't even put it on the market yet, where we're still trying to make sure that we did our due diligence to make sure that we're not passing things along that's not straight. Francis Comfort takes pride in doing our due diligence. That is very important. So, we talked about speaking to Shane. We talked about the Hernandez family and the paperwork. We finally got everything situated with the paperwork. Again, that's why it's very important to do these sales with an expert, along with the notary. Yes, the notary would notarize your paperwork, but if it's not essentially what we need for the mobile home, you are skipping steps. So yes, it's good that they had that letter stating that what they traded, along with the cash value, along with everything that they did on that date, and but they were still missing key paperwork that if they had an expert when they did that deal themselves, this piece going forward when they contacted us to sell could have been avoided or could have sped up the process, or the process in this phase of the home selling journey wouldn't have been as long. I think that's a good way to put that. We put the home on the market. We put the home on the market for a very inexpensive price. Our mission for Francis Comfort is to bring as many solutions to the affordable housing crisis. And this home, when we get our homes, we always want to make sure that we're striving to complete that mission. We had a couple of buyers, and one thing about Francis Comfort, we talk to a lot of people for one of the homes, but we don't let everybody come out. So we let people come out pretty much in threes, meaning that we send the address to 3 people at a time. Shall those 3 people don't work out, we already have our next 3. So the first cluster of buyers that came out, the first buyer that came out, I left something out. When we give our 3 people the address, we schedule times. So people are not looking at the house at the same time. That's important for me to let you guys know that. So we give each buyer probably 10 to 15 minutes to look. We have at least 2 team members there. That way, if the first buyer has not done looking, myself or my husband is with that first buyer. And once the second buyer pulls in, myself or the person that's free goes out and starts assisting the second buyer. And that's how we do our showings. So the first buyer arrived. I'm with the first buyer, and her name is Miss Kim. Miss Kim came to play games, essentially what I would want to say. Because, you know, when you want something, when you go inside a store, you want a shirt or shoes, you got that price tag of that shirt and say, it's either too much, I can wait, but you know you want it, and you know you got that money. So we pay for the things that we want. And sometimes in this housing market, we have people that come out that want something for nothing. And Miss Kim was one of these individuals that wanted something for nothing. So Miss Kim came out there that day, and Miss Kim had in her agenda to play a bunch of games. And we all know time is our most prized commodity, and we don't take that very lightly for individuals to come out and have all these negotiation tactics. You know what you get when it's the as-is sale. And we, Francis Comfort, don't take what I would consider junk. So at this particular time, I felt a little bit played with. And I would admit that my patience was running low. Because we have a system when we do our showings, one being our team members are with the buyers, and we let the buyers view the homes free will without anyone following you, to give you time and you and your family to envision yourself in this home. And you need to be alone to do that. So while I was allowing her and her family time to view the home every second.
Hey, come here, I want to show you this. I want to show you that. And I want to show you this and this and this and this. And yeah, and this whole.
We have already accounted for these nooks and crannies in our price. And she still was trying her game tactics. So, patience is key, anything you do. But, you know, patience eventually wears a little thin and thin and thin and thin. But you still don't lose your cool. But my patience was running thin. And I have to be honest with you guys, because I know I have these success stories on here and everything sounds so lovely, and, you know, and I just want to be honest and let you guys in and be real with you guys and let you know that this is not easy, and we deal with some challenging people sometimes, and through it all, we still love what we do. So Miss Kim, she was going through the house and she was using her tactics to try to get even more of a deal when she was already getting a deal. She wanted this home for her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend to help them kind of get ahead in life and not have to worry about money, and that was her main thing. She didn't want them to worry about money, and she said that when couples have to worry about money, it tends to break them up. Now, her daughter was around 21 years old, and her daughter's boyfriend was out there as well, and they were all looking at this home, and I could tell that the daughter and the daughter's boyfriend really wanted the home, but they could also see that their mom was about to mess it up for them even getting a chance to get an opportunity to purchase this home. So